Is this guy for real? Is Sean Rodriguez serious with his post-game comments? I'll be honest with you, I fell asleep after the game last night after I made my video. I didn't even hear the comments until this morning. This morning, I woke up, I was checking Twitter. Are you kidding me, dude? Like, the audacity to come out and criticize the fan base like that. I have on a Nick Williams t-shirt out of spite. I have more... What's the word I'm looking for here? I have more respect for Nick Williams than you, Sean Rodriguez. Do you want a free $20? Use the SeatGeek promo code BRODES. If you already use the promo code, it's simple. Make a new email address, get the tickets, and forward it to your real email address. Free $20. It's almost as if we forgot that Sean Rodriguez hit a walk-off homer last night. Because he made a dumb decision. He made a poor decision. He wanted to go after the fans because he felt a little high after that big-time homer and trotting around the bases. He felt good. Yeah, well, reality is, Sean, you're not good. You're a bad baseball player. You don't deserve to even be in the major leagues. And then you open your big fat mouth and it's going to come back to bite you. I don't know which part of the post-game interview was worse. When he was going back and forth with Jim Salisbury about his slump that he's in. He didn't even know the numbers. He didn't even know he was in a slump. That's at least what he was perceiving. We all know deep down he knows he was in big trouble at the plate. And then he gives an excuse on why the numbers are so bad and why he gets so heavily criticized by the fan base. I don't know if that was the worst part or the part about being entitled fans. Us, calling us fans that feel entitled. This is disgusting to hear about. He's not talented. If the message was sent from someone else, things would be different. If Bryce Harper said it, it would be different. But here's the thing. Bryce Harper knows. This is Philadelphia, dude. You don't perform, you get roasted. That's great that you had that one hit, which you looked horrendous at that at-bat until the pitcher made a poor decision and you took advantage of it. But you haven't been good. And because of that, we are going to destroy you. This is a fan base that cares. This isn't the Pittsburgh Pirates. Pittsburgh has a good fan base in other sports. They don't care about the Pirates. This isn't Tampa. We care. We have passion. And we are going to get on you when you're not performing. He's hitting .095 in August. That was his second hit this month. He was also talking in regards to how we're booing Rhys Hoskins. Listen, I even mentioned it yesterday. Rhys Hoskins seemed to have a pass. This was the first time we really got on him with rain of boos for going 0 for 5 and having that pop up in the ninth with bases loaded. This is the first time we actually reached out and got aggressive on Rhys. That's part of the beauty of the Philadelphia fan base. We give a damn. It has nothing to do with entitlement. That's the part of being a Philadelphia sports fan. We're over the top. Guess what? For as much as we boo you when you get criticized, how about the love? Let's look to the opposite side. How about the love we give you? Did you see Allen Iverson over the weekend crying and looking into the sea of fans? How about the way we treat Brian Dawkins, Brian Westbrook? There's plenty of guys that we love so much. So yeah, we can be brutal, but we can also be the best fan base ever when you give us the product. That's on you, right? This is the major leagues. This is professional baseball. It's not going to be all roses. One quote that he had was talking about how the fans should encourage the players. Sure. Keep doing your thing, Sean. We're not going to give you one of those. Keep doing your thing, Sean. You're going to get out of this slump where you only have one hit in August. That was, of course, prior to the home run. We're not going to do that. We're not. That's not how we are. And you shouldn't be. Same with Rhys Hoskins. Rhys Hoskins is going through that brutal slump. You're going to get out of it, Rhys. No. Boo! Do better. It's a boo out of respect. It's a boo to be better. That's what we are as fans. If you can't handle that, then get the hell out of here. You shouldn't even be in the majors to begin with. He's going to get so harassed when he gets caught up in his next game as a pinch hitter. Or you might even see Gabe Kapler put him in the lineup, because at the time of this recording, the lineup's not up yet, so we don't know. We're going to have to see. It blows my mind, though. The discussion between Jim Salisbury and Sean, Jim brings up the point, it's been a little rough for you. Been in a tough spot. What do you mean? What are the numbers? Oh, okay. Then he says, well, think about it. I only get so many at-bats. And when I do get an at-bat, I got to go up against the best pitchers on the team, the closers, the late bullpen guys. So it's tough. Are you kidding me? Are you serious? That's part of being a professional baseball player. Yeah, that's your duty as a role guy, as a bench guy. Sorry, that's what you signed up for when you signed a contract for a lot of money to go out there and play baseball. And as a fan base, our job is to hold you accountable. As a fan base that actually cares about what is on the field. We have high expectations. That's what happens when you have a lot of noise coming into a season, and when you have a goal to make the playoffs, and when we see it as a realistic goal to make the playoffs before the season starts, and here we are underachieving, this is what happens. You get criticized as a player. That's it, dude. I mean, it's so easy to comprehend, and the dumbest thing for you to do is to attack the fan base. Give the stupid answer we don't want to hear. It was a great feeling. I love my teammates. I can't wait to go back out there and win tomorrow. Be simple. Just be simple. We complain about that, but it's better than this. It almost felt like as if Gabe Kapler was speaking. And it was just a bad day for the clubhouse as a whole yesterday. The miscommunication between Gabe Kapler, Cesar Hernandez. Gabe Kapler never wants to use the word punishment or benching. He tries to use his words to go around it. So the miscommunication between those two. Then you have this. I wonder if the team likes it. I'm sure they all think it, but don't they know that this is going to spark a lot of conversation? There's going to be so much heat now because of those words. Do they really like it? Do they really like that Sean Rodriguez spoke the truth? Or is there now a weird vibe rolling through the clubhouse? This is insane. I mean, really, this is weird. It's bizarre. You have a guy who is so bad at the sport, struggle for so long, he gets one big hit, and then he rolled with his emotion into the post-game show and said things that he should not have said. You have his wife now on Twitter going back and forth with people. At the end of the day, he thinks we're being too harsh. I'm sorry to tell you, but that's what happens when you play pro sports. If you want to go to Tampa where there's 2 fans a night, or Miami where there's 1 fan a night, go ahead, do your thing. You're not even hitting 100 this month. You're like a career 200 hitter. You don't have the ability to step up and say something like that. You're not good enough to. I couldn't believe it when I woke up. Now, I do have a voicemail left for me by Shelfie. Because when I told him about it, he said, you gotta be kidding me. This was his raw, natural emotion. And we will play it at the end of this video. I can't believe he said he didn't know that he was in a slump. He had to question Jim Salisbury. Oh yeah? Am I in a slump? And then he goes on and describes why he's in that slump. So I guess you knew, Sean. If I was at the game when he gets his next at-bat, I would be ruthless. In a respectful way. He deserves the biggest boo ever. I'm not going to go to the extreme of anything outside of sports. There is a line that can be crossed as fans, right? You start mother effing, getting the family stuff or crossing the line, then you've hit the next point. But in the respectful boo of a fan for coming at me and this city, yeah. Oh, I would be ruthless. And he deserves that, though. I hope he starts tonight. For some reason, I feel like Gabe is going to start him. But I don't know, because Brad Bamboo Miller hit a home run as well. So we'll have to wait. We'll have to wait. That's going to be so funny. This guy is just nuts. And I don't think he understands the meaning behind our feelings. I really don't. He just hears the boos and takes it personal. You can't take it personal. Look at the way Bryce reacts to this kind of stuff. This is why I love Philly. You'll know when they love you. You'll know when they hate you. That's the point of it. You can't take it personally. We're not personally attacking you or Reese Hoskins when we're getting aggressive. We're letting you know, pick it up. You get paid millions of dollars to perform. Now perform. It's part of the job. It's almost as if we're supposed to coddle him. And because Gabe Kapler coddles this entire clubhouse and him, is that just the way their mindset is? Because Gabe is all friendly, they're his friends, not so much a manager in my opinion, it's more like he's trying to be a teammate, because that's the way and the vibe that is in the clubhouse every day. Oh, you went 0 for 4, smack them on the ass and say, well, you had some really good approaches out there, you had some good hard contact, things will be okay, because they're so used to that type of talk around the locker room. Is that why he feels the way that he feels? We have a chance, by the way, to go 7 games over 500 for the first time since June 16th. It's been a long time. And in that long time, we had so many chances to finally get over the hump to get 7 games over 500, and we were never able to do it. Too many times. With Drew Smyly on the mound, hopefully this time will now happen. What an interesting morning. What an interesting turn of events. Let's hear this call by Shelfie before we end this.
Maybe this is why the Pirates and the Rays are never any good. Because their fans don't voice their displeasure when they're supposed to. So the front offices are okay with the things the way that they are. This man is batting .214. He has won for his last 15 with 10 strikeouts against lefties, and that is supposedly the reason he's on this team is to hit lefties off the bench. Sean Rodriguez, zip it. I never rip athletes. I rarely do, you know this. But I am absolutely livid over this. Imagine the ego. We just, oh my goodness, every single person that was left in that building last night left screaming for joy for Sean Rodriguez. And the first thing out of his mouth when asked about the fans postgame is they're entitled. Get him off the team. Kapler's got to go. This guy's got to follow. I am absolutely done. I can't believe it. He wore a turkey hat. Entitled. Unbelievable.